Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Today, it's a review plus a bit of a homebrew update on the homebrew wine I did. I bought a wine from, I think I've checked the box already, yeah I have, from Lovebrewing and part of their Wineworks range. Try saying that 10 times fast. It's their £30 boxes, so it's their cheap, what they call their cheap range. 30 quid's enough. And the only company I've seen who do a Primitivo wine. So, brewed it the other day. Well, a few weeks ago it's been brewing. I actually come down the path and tripped over the bloody bush on the path. And lost that 2 litres. So that did please me, you know. But it's now, got it just took out the fermenter earlier. Barreled it up. Why do I barrel it up? Well, my fermenter hasn't got a tap on. An old-fashioned fermenter. Let me show you. So there's the fermenter. It's not one of them with a tap on. Some have, some haven't. You can get one with taps on, but it doesn't bother me to do that. I put it into the barrel so that I can, obviously everything's sterilised, you know, before. Then I can bottle it up. Hence, all these bottles all ready to go. I always sterilise and reuse plastic bottles. Why not? You know, you've already paid for the bottle, so why not reuse? Yeah, it's been going for a few weeks. It's an Italian Primitivo wine. The only Primitivo wine I've ever seen in a box, in a kit. So, you know, looking forward to that. I did the Montepulciano wine with one of theirs the other week, and that turned out nice. So another Italian wine, Primitivo is Italian, and I'll pour a glass out, see how it goes. So a little bit of a head on it. Shouldn't really have a head on. But sometimes that does happen. It will disappear in a minute. Now this is day 1 from the bucket. Wineworks, Lovebrewing will tell you that you're better off leaving it a month. I agree. It never tastes as good straight out, you know. But it's been fermenting for a bit. Then I've added the stabiliser, added the finings. I think it might need a little bit more leaving for a bit to like degas itself. I do degas it a little bit, but you know, degassing is where you shake it about to try and get rid of basically the gas, you know. But you don't have to, you know, it just takes a little bit longer to clear. So, you know, it's not a major, you know, consideration. So, obviously, very dark red colour to it. Dark red, a dark berry flavour, aroma rather. If anything, needs to be a bit warmer. Not quite the temperature to drink it at, even though it's, what is it today? 17 degrees in here, you know. This one, really, it could have been done with air in, you know, leaving out and letting the air get to it. Oh. Straight away, got a nice little twang to it, you know. You can tell you're drinking alcohol, you know, wine with a good strength in it. I did have a review the other week of 3 mils of White House Merlot, and it was like drinking fruit juice. It was supposed to be 10%, and I'm not joking to you. It didn't hit me at all, and normally, you know, you have a glass of wine and you can feel it. I couldn't feel it, and it tasted like fruit juice. Don't know what that was. So yeah, a bit unimpressed with that. So yeah, it's nice looking wine. Ignore them that little bit of not foam but the bubbles, that to me is where the degassing hasn't quite totally done. What aroma! It's not bad, comparable to £5 bottles of wine. Not as good as like the likes of the Barola kits that you get, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. And the only Primitivo kit, I can't wait to give it a month, you know, to let it go on. So I've got 22 litres. I'm gonna bottle up. I'm not going to show you that on the video. It's yeah, got a box ready for them because I'm a swine for doing brews and then not segregating them and then mixing them up, and then when it comes to drinking, half the time I don't know if I'm drinking a beer or a wine. Or I'm just lazy when I grab the bottle out and I squeeze it. I think, no, that's a wine, you know. And so I'm trying to segregate. So I've got these boxes, IKEA boxes, and I'm segregating my brews. I've got my Sauvignon Blanc in one. That's been aging now for about 3 weeks now, I presume. I think it's been about 3 weeks. And my Montepulciano, that's been about a month, so I'm going to do a re-review of that. Why am I doing a re-review? Because age makes the more get better. So I'm going to do re-reviews of all my own brew stuff, just to let you know, see how it's gone on. And at some stage, I'm going to get off my backside and get a blooming hydrometer. And especially for the experimental brews. Speaking of experimental brews, a good workmate of mine, I did a review, I don't know if you've seen it, a spirits review with Irish cream liqueur and pumpkin spice syrup from B&M Bargains. And the syrup's $3.99, and obviously you pay whatever you pay for your Irish cream. But obviously it turns it into a pumpkin spice Irish cream liqueur. And being as you can only get it in Halloween time of the year, you know, for the price, it's brilliant. And the taste is fantastic. And I'm going to experiment with that pumpkin spice and maybe some other syrups and just dob a bit in like a stout or something. Get a pint of stout, dob a bit in, and just do some experimentation, because I think that that could be the way forward for me to, you know, get like a pumpkin spice stout. You know, sounds gorgeous, doesn't it? Hey, and cheap as well, because go and get a Wilco's kit for 12 quid and brew it, let it ferment. After fermentation, don't do it before, otherwise it will suck all your bloody sugars away. After fermentation, pour the old bottle in and see how it comes out. You know, it's going to be interesting. Next time I go down to B&M Bargains, I might pick a couple of the different spices up, especially the caramel one. Me, massive fan of butterscotch. Can't get a decent butterscotch flavoured beer. The closest to it is one from Lincoln Green called Buttermuch, and I had a 9-pint box in the bag in a box thing the other Christmas, and that was fantastic. I need to get a bottle again for review purposes. I haven't reviewed it yet. So there's some nice taste to that. Definitely needs to be warmer. Obviously with all red wines, you know, they're better off letting the air get to them and that. A nice blast of the red berries and the cherries without it being too intense on, you know, going up. That's why I was trying to. That's why I'm sucking the air through. You put a bit in your mouth, you suck the air through your teeth. It's not easy to do, to tell you the truth. Try again. Oh, that brought out, and it brings out the flavours. Now, if you're drinking a wine like a Chateauneuf de Pape, or Barolo, an Amarone, a Chianti Classico, if you're drinking one of them and do that, my God, you'll get such a rush, you'll be on your back with the flavour that comes up. Because this is a home brew and at day one, it's not as pronounced, you know, the strength, but you can tell it's there, you know, it's a nice drink. So, this is the homebrew review then of the actual Wineworks, the kit. The price, 30 quid for a 7 litre kit. 7 litre kits are amazing for that price, you know. Some of the best wine kits, you're looking at 60 or 70 quid before you get anywhere near a 7 litre kit. So that's good. Primitivo, you know, you can't get it anywhere else, 30 quid. Brilliant. Ease of brewing, yeah. The instructions are there, all in good English, you know. And obviously on the website, their website, they've got plenty of videos to help you if you need help to make wine, you know, and following their kits. Then yeah, it's all there. Obviously, make sure everything's sterilised, but you should know that if you're doing wines. And the finished product, that's turned out to be a really nice, clear red wine. And this is at day one. Imagine in a month's time how it's going to be. So, reviewing the kit, I'm going to give it a good 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, really good grape juice. Obviously, the uniqueness of the fact that it's actually a Primitivo, the only Primitivo kit that I've seen. Yeah, fantastic. And taste-wise, at day one, I can't fault that. I know it's only going to get better, you know, once it ages. And so, fantastic. Waste not, want not. You can see the, you know, around the glass where it's what they call, it's got legs. And you see it, obviously see it more in spirits, but yeah, you can definitely see it. And it's got a good strength to it as well, because I can certainly feel it, you know, in that small glass. Wow. So, very good. Right, got a bottle up there, 22 litres of bottling. Boring. Thanks for watching, see you soon.